Center Diaz is here, and I have something special for you guys. The moon is following us. This is done by Daniel Warren Johnson, DWJ. This guy, I love his books. I love read. If you want to have a nice cry, he writes and draws his own books. They will make you cry. To do a power bomb, I was bawling at the end of that book. And I've read the first couple issues of The Moon is Following Us, and I'm sure that this is going to be another tearjerker. So I wanted to show you a little bit of the first issue. There's 2 trades. It's only a 10 issue. I believe it's a 10 issue story, which he usually does. 2 trades are out. I'm holding off because I'm praying that they'll come out with a nice hardback book of it, and I'm gonna picking that up. But to do a power bomb has been out for a very long time, and there's no hardback yet. So hopefully this will be into a hardback. Well, let's get into this first issue. Just gonna go over a little bit. So there are gonna be spoilers for the verse. I hope this will encourage you to go out to your local bookstore or comic book store and pick up the rest of the trades or the singles. So what we have here is we're gonna start off with, he actually draws it too. He does have a certain art style that maybe some may not like, but I really enjoy it. And we just start off right into the thick of things here. We have our 2 main characters here. They're a husband and wife. And what they're trying to do is rescue their daughter from we don't know what yet. This first issue really kind of, it's not confusing. It just keeps you kind of like wondering what is going on here. They kind of just throw you right in there. You're thrown right in, and you don't really know what's happening. By the way, if you're this far, please hit the like, hit the sub. It really means a lot. So they're already ready to go. They're going to. We have to meet somebody. That's what we know, and we have our Toad here. He's going to back them up later on. They have to go into this fortress here. Dragons flying around. Again, this is the first issue. This kind of feels like this kind of might be in the mid, maybe issue 3. Nope, we're right in there, and they're storming the gates here. And they've been training for about 6 months. They think they're ready, so you're getting little hints of what's happening here. The husband is he's really kind of weak in this first issue. And I kind of find that with DWJ, he kind of writes his male characters a little weaker, and the female character is really strong, which I really enjoy. He's saying take it slow. She's saying no, we're going in. Cracks the neck. If you love wrestling, he does wrestling moves. Even his Transformers, he did one wrestling moves. So cracks the neck. These are kind of like the jobbers. These are like the bad guys here. There's a bunch of them, and it's just action paction, going through the motion here, fighting everybody, slicing. A lot of it's not too gory, which I enjoy. Slices through the arm, nothing crazy. We don't need to see all that. But look at the husband. He's kind of like holding back here. You're gonna see even more hold back later on. We come to find out that they're here to meet somebody. They're trying to rescue their daughter. Something has happened to the daughter, and they need to make a deal here with somebody to get some kind of weapon to help them. And it's going to come at a big cost for them. They go through all this, there's the other character that's on their side. He's kind of like the wizard type character. He has magic and stuff like that. And they're just going through, talking about what needs to be done and how they need to meet this person. And they're not really fond of having to meet somebody here in the bad guy's fortress. And there he is, kind of like a bat looking type. There's all different kinds. Like, this is really good sci-fi fantasy at its best here. We've got all different kinds of animals and monsters and stuff like this in this issue. And he's pretty much saying, hey, I got what you need. This is going to help you. I love, all the guns, but they're looking for something special, and it's going to cost them pretty penny here. And it'll make something for them what they need, and they're ready to take it. But he says, it's going to, add a price payment. And what they do, I believe he takes memories from them. That's what I think he's doing here. It's not real clear of what he's doing, but he's taking something as we get like this. I don't know if this is a memory. I don't know what he takes, but they're down for the count, and they're really in a bad spot here because they're in the middle of the bad guys here. So he takes off. He's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take off now because you're surrounded. See you later. Thank you for the transaction. And he's gone. And so now this giant airplane comes in. These guys come out. We don't really know who these. Obviously, these are going to be the main bad guys. They're out here, and the intruders are here, and they're just try to defeat them, end them. So they're down for the count. They don't know what to do. They're trying to scramble together. He makes this type of wall to hide himself from them. It doesn't last very long, as one could smell them. I guess they could really smell. And here's the point where the father had a chance to really end this guy before he started yelling, Duncan, do it. And he just wimps out and messes everything up, and she has to take charge. She's going to be the main badass in this book, and I love it. So they got to do something. They got to get out quick. She gets shot in the back here. He's finally waking up. They're taking off. The thing they were supposed to use to help save their daughter, they're going to have to use it here to get out of trouble. So this was kind of a waste of time here because they used the weapon to get out. And it makes this helicopter, and they take off. They get in it, they jump out, they start taking off. And this is like just so much action here. The art's great. He's shooting down lightning, I think. So I love the art. The art's great. These guys come out on their own little airplanes. We got the Toad here. He's there. This is just going to be a really good scene here. I think it's this scene. This is probably one of the best pictures I've ever seen. Just laying loose. I love it. Man. Again, action pack. You really don't know what's happening, but it's okay. And I really enjoyed it. He needs to get back. They need to get back to their own time. We figure out that I'm thinking time travelers here, maybe world hoppers. I really don't know what's happening here. They have like this Stargate status ring here. They got to get it back to their time, their world, for them to wake up. And that's what we find out. They go in. Yeah, he walks her in, and we figure out that he goes in here. Now I thought there were like pilots here. I was like, but this is me. This is me at nighttime. CPAP machines. Okay, that's me. All right. But they wake up. There's some kind of. We figure out there's something going on here. This is the real world. They were in some kind of dream, traveling or something like that. So it's very vague here. Her wounds are healed, but she still hurts. So she could still feel that kind of stuff. If she had passed away in that other world, she would stay there forever. So that's why they had to get her out. Next day, making some coffee, and we're still like she's still telling me, you gotta be strong. You gotta do some stuff here. You gotta get going here. And we figure out that our daughter is stuck in that world with the giant sleep pad machine. So that's the story for the first issue. They're trying to wake her up. and they have to go into that dream to figure it out. Great story. Great first issue. I think it's like 33 pages. I bought this on Kindle for like $1.50 because it was on sale. The whole series 1 through 10 is like each issue is like $2. So if you don't mind reading digitally, that's probably the way to go. Or you buy the two trades. But I know I got a lot of Ray's family here, so I know that they love omnibuses and trades. So go out and pick those up. I hope you enjoyed it. That's all I got for you guys. Always, before you do, hit that like, hit the sub, leave a comment below if you like the art, DWJ, if you like it or you don't like it. I'm curious. Other than that, I hope that my sound system is good. I'm getting people saying that they only get in the left ear. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know how to do that, but I'm doing my best. Other than that, always keep on reading.